And here are all the specifics I've made on the plans. Frankie.
Byron, I'm here. So what is so important that you had to drag me away from my computer center?
Well, I'm sorry I had to pull you from campus, but I've got this major deal I need completed before midnight tonight.
Oh, you're cutting it awfully close.
I know. Well, there's more. The papers need to be signed in Pennsylvania.
By midnight?
Yeah, it's completely confidential, and you two are the only ones I trust to handle it. Cass has already agreed.
Is he planning to beam himself there?
Well, fortunately, the client has a private jet at his disposal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cushy.
And the plane doesn't need to land. I mean, signing the papers in the airspace over Pennsylvania, that'll suffice.
What in the name of Sam Heck are you talking about, Byron?
Well, it's completely legal.
And why can't you do it?
You'd be more acceptable to the client. Besides, I have a poker game.
Who is this client?
He's asked to remain anonymous for the time being. So Cass is going to conduct all the business, and you just need to be a witness.
Uh-huh. You haven't said a word.
Oh, Byron's covering all the bases quite nicely.
Oh. So let me get this straight. You want me to fly above Pennsylvania with some guy I have never met before and...
Well, no, and Cass. Yeah, there's more writing on this than you know, Frankie.
Oh. Yeah, right. You're crazy. You know that, don't you? It's no wonder that you two hooked up.
Well, you're the only one I can ask. Please.
Pretty please?
Pretty please.
Okay, all right, I do it. So what do you say?
Oh, everything's okay with me.
Great.
Okay.
Well, I'll make it worth your while.
Great.
All right.
Okay.
Here are all the plans that you'll need, and I suggest you guys get to the airport.
This is all set up already?
Yeah.
What if I had said no?
Well, I have ultimate faith in both of you.
Telling lies, you know, has always got you in trouble.
All right, now just wait a minute. Would you just listen to me?
I am not going to listen to you, and I'm not going to let you drag me into any more of your schemes. What? I haven't got over the last one that I did with you. When you tried to pretend that you were Marley and you marched into the courtroom all dressed in her clothes. It took 10 years off my life.
All right, now wait a minute. That was a perfectly good cause. You know, she could have been convicted.
Well, I don't believe that. I mean, Marley never could have shot Jake.
Oh, just wait a minute. Why are we talking about this now? I am asking you a philosophical question here about omission versus a lie.
What did you do?
I'm speaking hypothetically.
Well, I'm not. What are you hiding?
Nothing. I was asking for your opinion.
Oh, well, sometimes you sound just like your mother, and it frightens me to death.
Well, great. Thank you for the vote of confidence, Bridget.
Do I have to remind you, young lady, that Ryan never bends the truth.
Not all of us are capable of living up to Ryan's strict ethical code.
Well, if you ask me, I think that's a wonderful thing, because he's a very good man, and he deserves honesty from you.
Well, I should have known I was going to get a lecture.
Well, honesty is the only thing that he's ever wanted from you. And let me tell you something, young woman. If you disappoint Ryan, you are going to regret it for the rest of your life.
Okay, I'll tell him. Sure, I'll call you later. Bye-bye.
I'm sorry, Ryan, that was Grant. I had to pick up. He wishes you luck on the investigation.
Did he?
Well, look, I really have a lot of work to do, so...
Great, so we can wrap this whole thing up. Now, you were about to tell me what things you saw, what others might have seen.
Well, you know that Grant gives free access to his DC staff to a suite down there. Most of us have keys. I do.
I see. So you were down in D.C. helping Grant with a committee meeting when Grant took Vicky to the White House.
Vicky told me that I didn't have to come, but I did anyway. I got in late and I used my key. I didn't realize that Vicky was there, or I never would have intruded.
Intruded on what?
Well, you asked about appearances and the way the room looked. Well, it looked like Grant and Vicky were together.
Together?
I mean, I didn't actually see them together. I just saw their clothes on the floor.
What kind of clothes? Coat? Dress?
And shoes and other things.
Yeah, well, that could have been anyone's.
It was the dress that Vicky wore to the White House. I recognized it when I saw the picture on the paper.
Right, well, you know what kind of mood Vicky gets in. You know, those foul ones where she can just start throwing everything around.
Sure, you know how it is. You come home and you're tired. You want to just hop right into bed.
Where was the dress?
I told you it was on the floor.
Where on the floor?
It was in the doorway to one of the bedrooms. But I didn't tell anyone about it, Ryan, I swear.
I believe you.
Tell me, where are you having dinner tonight, Antoine's?
We did that. This is a private party.
Just you and Jenna?
This is a private party.
Rick, does Jenna know, or is this another one of your surprises?
What is it to you? What? Why do you want to know? I'll get it. Don't go anywhere. I don't want you saying anything crazy to anybody at the door. Hello, yeah.
Mr. Madison, I'm from WBAC Television.
What do you want, a medal?
Would like to give you an opportunity to answer the accusations Jenna Norris made against you on Ms. Gallant's show.
Put you up to this, Dean Frame?
Actually, no.
That doesn't matter. Okay, you want a statement? Fine. I'm very fond of Jenna Norris. I think she's bright. I think she's pretty. She's sexy. And she's been victimized by society's
She said you drugged her and misrepresented the project.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Society's hypocritical response to every... You know what? We all get what we deserve. She asked for it. Goodbye. I'm through with you. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Rick, listen to me. This connection you think you have with Jenna, it's all in your head. She's in love with somebody else.
It's in my head, and it is in her head. That's exactly what I've been trying to tell you. She has not had a chance to fall in love with anyone, to understand what love is, but she will.
With who, you?
I've forgiven her. Tonight, we will begin the healing
Rick,
process.
don't do this. Don't hurt the kid anymore.
What are you talking about? Hurt the kid? I wouldn't want to hurt the kid. We're a team. Always us.
Rick.
Always together. That's exactly what I...
Listen to me.
I'm gonna get calm now and explain this to you. Yes.
She doesn't need you.
Yes, she does. We all need each other. And if everyone would just understand that, life would be one great, big, groovy gravy sandwich.
Rick.
Sis. I'll see you later.
What time are you going to be back? All right, look, here's the deal. I'm going to bypass the honchos at Ace and go directly to Roger Jackson.
And do what?
Resell him on your music and D&M all over again.
And you think you can do that?
I sure hope so, don't you?
I don't really know, Lorna. You know, if I lose my contract with Ace, well then, we just might be forced to find a new manager.
So you want me out of the picture? Well, that's just fine. You just say the word, because frankly, I've had enough to hear with your ass.
Well, frankly, Lorna, you have not been Miss Congeniality lately.
I don't need you. I can find a kid singing backup in a band and make him a star like that.
Right, it has nothing to do with my music. It never did, right, Lauren? It's just the way you package it.
Would you please just listen to yourselves? Would you just listen?
You sold D&M, okay, to Sunburst, and you sold it to Rick Madison. Now the idiot is out there ruining her life. You had something to do with that.
What about Rick and Sunburst?
I am not going to spend the rest of time as we know it explaining that.
Why not, Lorna? She has to do it every single day. Can I tell you something? You are going to pay for this. You and Madison, you're going to get what's coming to you. You are.
This isn't
Believe
helping
me, you
You
are.
understand that?
You're right, Matt. All we ever do is sit around and shoot our mouths off at each other. Nothing ever changes.
Dean, would you just wait? I'll go with you.
Forget it. Listen, I might not be able to handle Ace and my contract, but I can get something out of Madison.
Oh, yeah, well, why don't you let the cops handle
The
that?
cops are going to need evidence. I can get it from. I could take care of Madison myself.
Is he playing cowboy now?
He is crazy. All right, he is messing with thugs.
All right, somebody better tell me right about now what's going on. What does Rick have to do with Sunburst?
He's the president.
What? Why didn't anybody tell me this, Matt?
We didn't find out until after he released Wild Child.
Oh, my God.
You were already dealing with a lot. We didn't want to burden you.
Dean, I've got to stop, Dean.